We're going to be testing the golden rope strategy, so let's get straight to it. Hey trader devs, my name's David and welcome back to the channel where I go through trading strategies that I find on the web and on YouTube, and then I use code to debunk the bad ones and find the good ones. Today we're going to be looking at a strategy which was suggested by a member of our Discord group, which I thank them very much for suggesting all of these strategies that I do. The strategy is called the golden rope strategy. Very much like the BitBoy crypto green dot, this one is going to be using a wave trend, but the green dot is going to be slightly different, and we're also going to be using an EMA. Another reason was I wanted to show you something that I've been working on in the background, which is our strategy builder. It's a strategy that sits inside a TradingView and allows you to choose between multiple indicators to start building your own strategy with no code. So it means you can backtest loads of different kinds of strategies, mixing and matching them, and I will be adding new indicators weekly to this strategy builder so you can add them for more confluence. So I guess the best idea is to get straight to my computer. But before we go, if you do enjoy the video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe if you like these kind of videos. You can find all of my links down in the description below. Wow, okay, let's get to the computer. Okay, here we are on my computer. As I said, this strategy was suggested to me by a guy in our Discord channel, so I'd like to thank him very, very much. To do this strategy, we're just going to be adding two indicators. This one is called the wave trend by David Tech. It's actually a wave trend by Lonesome the Bear, but I couldn't find the actual trend itself. It's referenced to on lots and lots of indicators, so I just decided to get this, build it myself, and so that I could use it. It's also used in things like Market Cipher and other kind of indicators. But this one's completely free. You just have to download it off of my Discord. Right. So the idea is very, very, very simple. We're going to be using a 200 EMA here, which is this golden line here, which is called the golden rope. To add that, we have to go to indicators up the top here, and you type EMA, and you'll find a moving average exponential here, and that would add that to the screen. You literally then have to click on the cog next to the EMA here and set it to 200 and change its color to a golden yellow. So there you go, that's how you add your EMAs onto the screen. Right, next thing will be is the second indicator, which is the waves by Dave Tech. You can find that one either in my Discord, or the link will be down in the description below on my YouTube video here. So pretty simple, very, very simple strategy. When we're above the 200 EMA here, we're actually going to be looking for green dots on these waves, meaning that the wave is actually falling back over and going back in the other direction. So for instance, if we were looking for a green dot here and we're above the yellow wave, this would have been a good entry. Here we have our golden wave. We have a golden one here. So our entry would have been around here, I believe. Yeah, that's about right. And we have a stop loss, which is a local low here. So I put that there. And we're looking for a 1 to 1.5 risk to reward ratio. So if I take that all the way down to here, and that would have been a very quick winner, as you can see. Now for a short, we're going to be going back under the 200 EMA, and we're going to be looking for a red dot just here, I guess. Okay, yes, so it'll be around there. So I'm going to click here and put a short position in, and we're going to go just around here. Same old story. We're going to be looking for a local high here for our stop loss, and then we're at a 1.5 sorry, risk to reward. Okay, so that was a win as well. Okay, so I know it has quite a lot of similitudes to the BitBoy green dot strategy that I posted a couple of weeks ago, but the green dot's not exactly the same place on the strategy. When you look at Market Cipher's video, he does talk a lot about his bots and these green dots, so maybe this is one of his bots himself. Okay, so what I was going to do today was just show you how you can build this yourself using the one, which is my strategy builder, and then you can back test it and you can connect it to bots on Wonderbit or on 3Commas or Quantix or Alerteron or all of these great API systems. So right, let's go back over to the computer and I'll show you how you can build this in a couple of seconds using my strategy builder. Let's go. Right, here we are back at my computer. Right, so the idea is we're going to activate a strategy called the one. Now, like I said, you can find this one in my Discord. You do have to be part of the Patreon, but it's part of the Discord, so you can get in and download this pretty simply. Okay, so I'm going to remove the 200 EMA. Actually, yeah, I'll remove the 200 EMA, and then I'll show you what it is. So as you can see, as these red dots are forming here, we're actually getting in, and we're also in the rights on the 200 EMAs. Here as well, in a red cloud, this pink cloud in the background is the 200 EMA. And we have the entries at the right position on these clouds here. So I'm going to show you how I built this with no code. Right, so you go on to the one indicator, which is the indicator, as I said, that's on my Discord. You click here on the cog, and I'm going to reset everything back to where it was, so I can show you how we built it. Okay, the first thing that you'd have to do is go to the baseline. Now the baseline is where we define our trend. So we're going to click baseline MA5. Now that means if we go down to MA5 here, we can see that the MA5 is an EMA and it is on the 200. So when we're above the 200, we're now taking longs, and when we're below the 200, we are taking shorts. So as I said, the baseline is actually how we define our trend, divide which way the trend is going, either in a up position or a down position, going down or going up. So we'll use that. We also have an ABC pattern, which is a reversal pattern, and we also have none, which means that we're not going to be using any baseline. I will be adding more baselines to this as we go along. You can reverse that. And as I said, we define this by using the MA type 5. So, right, so that's the first step. Now, the second step was obviously to go and set up our indicator. So if you scroll, we scroll all the way down here and we find the indicators that are interesting to us. So as you can see, I've added quite a few indicators here. Some of these are inspired by another guy called Zach, which is Pinecoder. I've been inspired by his actual importance way of building things. And I just added my own flair to it and difference. Okay, so as I said, your EMA, we've made that mandatory, which means that it's an absolute must that the price must be above or below the 200 EMA. We've also added EMA pressure, which means that the candles are going in a bullish or a bearish direction. And then we can add other important indicators here. But the only one that I've actually added, wave trend crossover signal, which is these green dots here. So I've made that mandatory as well. I've also gone all the way up to the top here, and then I've gone and given us our entry and stop loss. So our stop loss and take profits are actually here, so you can choose your type of stop loss and make profits. So we're going to use an R and a higher high and a lower low. Now this is the rules of the strategy. So the algorithm is actually going to look for the higher higher, and then it's going to give you a risk to reward ratio, which we'll set over here. So we are currently at profit factor risk to reward of 1.6. So the algorithm will, like I said, will look for the higher high, and then it will set the take profit and stop loss. And there you have it. You've built yourself your own strategy within a couple of minutes, and you've got your results in the back tester. So let's have a look at some of the entries. Okay, so we're above the below the EMA here, because you can see by the red cloud. Let me just very quickly turn this into a light theme so you can see it. You can see we're in a more of a light color here, pink here. So that means that we're below the 200 EMA. And we have our red dot, which was just here. We're in the next candle, which is the close. And we have our higher high, which is here. And we've got a 1 to 1.6 risk to reward. So an absolute perfect entry. And thanks to that, you've actually built your own strategy. So you could go through this and you could add some more confluence using something like that. Maybe the Arun indicator. So you can go in here and go, right, okay, want to give some importance to the Arun indicator. So we can give that very strong. And we can see whether this is going to give us better or worse entries. So that's increased our net profit, which is fantastic, just by changing that to a very strong indicator. You can also turn it to strong and weak, which would give it less importance in the full algorithm. Okay, so that's given us even more net profit. Let's have a go at try some of these very, very quickly to see whether it will give us even more profit. There you go. Just by changing 2 of these, we've doubled our profit by giving our indicator even more confluence. We're on the hourly here. We've managed to get 115% net profit on 100 trades, 56.7% net profit. Now, if I go all the way over this way, over here, we'll find my traditional board here, which will tell us that we've actually managed to get 6 wins in a row and 4 losses, a profit vector of 1.94. The Kelly ratio on this is 0.27. Total wins was 55, and then the total losses were 42. Like I said, the win rate was around the 57. We're actually at 56.7. So something a bit different today. I thought I'd just show you my DIY build your own indicator, which you can find, like I said, on the Discord. So I hope you enjoyed it. It was a bit different. I hope it wasn't too complicated. That's the whole idea, is to make it simple. So it's a no-code situation for building your own indicators. So if you have ideas for indicators, you just go through the list and check the ones that you want and build your own indicator. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a big old thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you on Monday. So have a great weekend, and I'll say keep safe and keep coding. Goodbye.